Hello students, you are welcome on my channel AJ English. I am Rajesh Pal, pedagogue of English. Today I am going to discuss about the very first poem of standard 11th textbook Hornbill, and the name of the poem is A Photograph, written by Charlotte Olson. The theme of the poem is Paying of Losing Mom. Paying of Losing Mom, and in this poem the poetess is reminding the sweet days of her mom's childhood, when her mom was in her childhood days 11-year-old, and one day it happened here that her mom went on a picnic with two of her cousins, Betty and Dolly. Betty and Dolly were the cousins of her mom, and they went on a picnic, and one of their cousins also accompanied them, and a snap was taken by this uncle on the beach. And in this snap, her mom, the poetess mom, is shown in middle, and both of the side of her mom, Betty and Dolly, the cousins of her mom, are shown. And what is happening presently? That presently a picture is hanging on the wall. The poetess is standing in her room, and a picture is hanging on the wall, and in this picture her mom is shown in middle, and two of her cousins, Betty and Dolly, they are side by side. And the poetess is looking at this picture. Now poetess is, you can say, middle aged, and she lost her mom before 2 and 3 decades. 2 and 3 decades she lost her mom, and presently she is looking at this picture, and she is reminding the, you can say, immortal smile of her mom, which is shown on the face of her mom in the snap, and both of her aunts, they are also smiling. But this poetess thinks in her mind that her mom's smile seems presently it is immortal. Maybe when she was alive, when her mom was alive in her childhood age at 11, maybe that time she lived a free life. She lived a free life, and on this which it is shown that the locks of their hair, or you can say their hair, the cousin's hair, it was waving and due to the breezing. It seems presently that when this snap was taken, it was breezing on the beach, and the waves of water were coming towards their feet, and these were touching their feet also. And the poetess is very glad to look at it because her mom was looking very cheerful in this picture, and there isn't any, you can say, the sign of grief or sign of pains on her face, and look of hair waving in air. And it is, though her mom was older to her aunts, Betty and Dolly, but she was in the middle, and smile on the visage, and snap taken before, you can say, poetess' birth, when this poetess wasn't, you can say, born, because her mom was in her childhood age, 11 years. That's why how it was possible that poetess was born. That's why poetess wasn't born that time, and presently she is looking at this snap, and she feels herself satisfied that her mom really was more beautiful than herself. Poetess is comparing her own beauty to her mom, and she feels satisfied that her mom was really more beautiful than her when she was in her childhood age. And then presently what is happening? The poetess is looking at the snap, and she is glad at heart to remind mom's beauty. But after a moment she becomes serene. She becomes, you can say, sad at heart. Why? Because her mom is not with her presently. Since mom is no more presently, she wants to chatter, she wants to share her feelings with her mom, but it is impossible presently, because the people who die, they don't come to this earth again in the same form. That's why she is sad at heart at the absence of her mom, and this feeling keeps poetess silent, because before a moment she was very happy. She was glad at looking at this picture, but presently she feels herself sad, and she ponders. Ponders means thinks. She thinks in her mind that time spares none. It is in our daily use, often we see that, dear, God gives us one moment, but after giving the next moment, God snatches the first moment also. Means time once past can't be recalled. That's why the great dramatist Shakespeare, he also takes this time as an enemy, and that's why she is also thinking in her mind, the poetess Charlotte Tolson is thinking in her mind that time spares none, because though she wants to lead the life, she wants to lead the life with her mom as her mom led when she was alive, and she wants to chatter with her, she wants to share her feelings with her, but it is impossible, it can't be done presently, dear. And it is the small rhythm of this poem that the pains of losing mom is shown in this picture. The poetess who was happy in the beginning, and in the end she becomes very sad also. It is the end of this poem, my dear. I think you have got the ideas, and there are only two important questions in this poem regarding two numbers questions, you can say, from this poem. And first question is, what does the word cardboard denote in the poem? Means, again I am reminding, dear, what does the word cardboard denote in the poem, and why has this cardboard used? And while answering you will try to find the answer. And second question is also, what is the meaning of the line? There is a line in the poem, and you will have to answer the question that what is the meaning of the line, both rye, W-R-Y, both rye with the labored ease of loss. Try to answer the question, and I will discuss on the stanzas and other questions of this poem in the next video, dear. Thanks a lot to be with me. Have a nice day, dear. Bye.